inside. The old gods granted me a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping the magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that are fair, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes. We are
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, once again joined with Wachi and Chikala for what might possibly be the finale of Into the Heavens, but not only Into the Heavens, the whole war. The campaign for the last 2 years, this might be the BBEG, or the BBGG, whatever you want to put it together, but who knows what could happen. Excited. I don't know about you guys, you a little scared? I'm nervous.
Yeah.
You guys have come a long way. It's been a long battle getting to where you are now. So recap slightly. You guys decided to crash a man of war into the front door of the Platinum Palace. You were wizard locked in place, and Ares was flying. So no harm came to anyone or anything on the ship. Lily, you're in control of the vessel still, and it's still active. It can still move. You realize really the only damage that was done upon the impact were the wings that were brought down and put the way they were. Because of that, the forward portion of those wings were shattered and broke. But other than that, the ram and everything that was in the front was meant to do this kind of thing, and it didn't really even shake the ship up much. It was like peanut brittle to it. It just destroyed it in front of it.
Nice.
You think the gold on the ground and things like that might have made for a little rougher ride, but other than that, really no harm. So the ram, the piercing ram in the front of the vessel might be damaged. You're not sure, if you want to use an initiative to look at that, you can, but that's what's going on. Everyone's wizard locked in place from Ares' spell. You still have your mandolin in your hand when all this comes to a stop. This is the room that 5 of you are in. The others are in the back. They haven't yet crossed the plane into the room that you guys are in, that you can see from the deck where you're standing. Valia, Ray, of course Vay, and Volk, and Nin are all on that deck. The room is lit all around. There aren't hardly any shadows at all coming from any direction, including behind the pillars that you see in front of you or to the side of you. There's a dais that your vessel is sitting on. It is crash landed. You do have a hold of it, and you realize you could take up and go in the air. Like I said, it wasn't that big of an impact.
So I could still keep moving it forward to the inner chamber.
You could still probably drive this thing deeper into this chamber. Yeah, absolutely. It may scrape some of the vessel on the way in, you're not sure. But the 5 that are on the deck, I needed an initiative from amongst themselves. To see what you're doing. Mm.
8.
Bailey,
Yes.
what are you doing? You looking in the room?
Yeah. Looking
Okay.
for enemies. I'm on the ballista.
So you're gonna move to that ballista. Because remember you had to come back to get into the spell.
Yeah.
Do you try to move?
No, I'm wizard locked.
Yeah. You realize you're still wizard locked. So you want to just look then
Yeah.
on your initiative? Okay. So you look approximately 130 or 40 feet away where these pedestals are. There's 3 steps that go up to a wall. The floor is made of solid platinum. The pillars are made of gold. Between the first 2 pillars, you see what looks like, have you ever seen a bird stand, like a perch, when you have birds in captivity? It's like that. And there's an eagle sitting on it, looking right at you, just on the perch, just kind of with its head turned sideways, looking at you. Like, what in the world? Ray, what was your initiative?
8.
You can look now on an
Yeah,
8.
I'll
This
look
isn't
around.
really like a combat initiative. This is just initially what you see. And depending on what directions you're facing. Where you face, what are you looking at? Same direction or a different direction?
The other direction?
On the other side, you see the exact same thing. Right here. An eagle on a pedestal. We'll blow this up so you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a golden eagle. It's like a golden brown color.
Okay.
Across the room, all the way across, there's another dais that goes up to 2 doors made of platinum that are closed currently. And a couple of pillars on those sides. To each of your sides, there are pillars, and then pillars all along, all the way to the end. And as your gazes begin to look around, Valia, you see what looks like a ghost to you, but it's white in color, move between the bird's perch and the pillars. So that's why you see it, because it moves right between the bird and you and kind of vanishes as it gets to the next pillar. Some female dressed in what could be described as Greek attire, with Greek hair, like the curls that go down, and very Greek in nature, looking in your direction and just kind of moving like she's steadily walking to the north on the map. And she disappears behind the pillar. Now, everybody roll initiative. The whole party for...
Do you want us to re-roll for...
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
re-roll. That was an initial just looking type thing. Now it's going to be an initiative in itself.
7?
I've already got what I need. So up in the cabin with you guys, Gordon's up there. And I think he's gonna go first, most likely. We'll start at 15. Gordon's gonna go. He comes down onto the deck.
He's not wizard locked?
Oh yeah, no, he is. My bad.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. So he has to hold his initiative. 14. 13. 12. 11.
Ray got the 11.
Break.
1.
All right. Where you guys are down on the deck, Velia and Ray and the other protecting chosen, Vay pulls out his holy sword. He just reaches down and pulls it out and dispels magic. And with an 01, it goes off of you guys. So if you had initiative, you can move now. He does have initiative, but it'll go on a 10 because he dispels magic. He got an 01. It's badass. So you hear behind you Vay pull his holy sword, and it makes that sound, and you see a red glow from behind you. And 11.
I'll wait for her.
Velia, is that who had it?
No, she's
Right.
got 2 7s.
Okay.
Or both my characters have 7. Sorry.
So
Ray got an 11, but I'm gonna wait
for Lily
for Viv.
or for Velia?
Yes.
Okay. 11, 10. Gorkane kind of growls. 9, 8, 'Aris.
4. She got a 4.
That was Myra. 'Aris. Okay. Tuffy wait. They all wait for a 4.
I'll just spell it on a 4.
Okay.
But sorry, Miss, on a 7, Lily will continue the ship into the
Okay.
to try to get to the inner chamber.
All right. The ship itself, you have control of it, and you move it into the inner chamber, and as soon as it gets past where the helm is, it goes dead and just falls to the ground. It's just like it's not working. You're like, what in the world? There's no discharge. There's no anything like that. But your hand is still stuck to it. You can't pull it off. And you know that's wizard luck. It's still on you. 4, Eris. You dispel it with a cord. Everybody feels everything release. If you have an initiative, you can move now or do whatever you want to do, which is a bunch of people. So, Lily, you felt it was like an anti-magic shell type of feeling. You know, it was like that. But all your shit's working, so you're not sure. Gorgane goes through the door and out onto the deck here. Vay goes there to that gun. They stay there. Tuffy stays here. Myra stays here. Gordon goes to the deck. He doesn't go to the gun, but he goes to the deck.
Velia will go to one of the ballistas.
Which
Ray
one?
will go with her.
Front?
The 2 in the front, yeah.
Okay.
Hold my initiative till I see something to fire at.
So you see the eagle things, but they're still just kind of staring at you. You don't see anything else. As you look around, everything kind of settles. The ship moved forward a little bit more, and then crashed like kind of a second time. And I don't really need a dex check. You didn't go that far. It was just a couple feet. It more dragged than anything. And you can take a look around. From where you're at, you're a little higher, so you could see, you know, across and into the room. And at all those locations are these golden eagles just sitting on these pedestals, and you count 6 in total. And nothing's going on. That's it.
Ray would telepathy everybody and be like, didn't that seem just a little bit too easy?
We're not
To get in here.
we're not actually in the inner chamber yet. At least I don't think we are. We just barely made it through the front door. That was Lily.
Meaning, nobody attacked us on the way in.
Volk will say, I feel the bright Lord's presence. He is here. And about that moment, there's a light that appears over here on this dais at the opposite side of the room. You know, like 250 feet away from you or so. And what you see on the other side of the room is King James. And he's standing there looking at you from the other side of the room. You see him pull out a pipe and take a couple steps forward and sit down on the dais, and he shape changes into an older gentleman that looks like this. His skin is somewhat golden in color. Welcome, my friends, my family. And it sounds like James. Gordon's like, he kind of looks back at you guys.
There is the same thing.
It has been a long time coming to reveal the truth of it all. And I see goodness in you. You are the prophetic ones. After all, many of you are involved so deeply in the prophecy that you couldn't see what was in front of your very eyes. Next to him, you see Aegean appear. And his skin is golden in color. And he just kind of looks over at you guys from across the room. The bird, one of them's wings come up like this, and he just is kind of like moving on the perch, but it kind of startles you guys for a second. Vay puts the gun right on him, or not Vay. Who was it that was on that gun? Yeah, it might have been Vay.
It was there.
He puts the gun right on the bird. Aegean says, he's allowed me to tell you that none of this has been my choice, and that I consider you friends. You see the old man's hit the pipe and his thumb lights up in front of it.
Have we ever seen this old man before?
Never.
Never.
He kind of goes like this, and then goes like that out of his mouth, and you see the air in front of you guys and in front of him change. Like, it looks like there's flame underneath it. It goes, kind of vibrates, and it makes this weird vibrational sound, and it goes out in front of him across the whole room between you and him, and distorts their images and everything. I will draw on the map where that's at. It's quite a ways away from you. And currently, initiatives are open. You can do whatever it is you would like to do. he sits there. What? It's really storming in our house right now.
Did you hear that big bang?
Yeah. Something banged outside. Presence of this guy, maybe, who knows? Goodness. And it appears right about there. And the air itself seems to be moving and vibrating right there. Gordon starts taking things off. He takes a ring off, throws it down, and pulls an amulet off his neck and throws it down. You recognize the beacon amulet that Aegean made?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever else that ring was, you're not sure what it is.
Ares doesn't have a beacon amulet anymore.
Others start to do the same. They take them off quickly. Like, as soon as they see Gordon do it, they start taking theirs off. The royal court wizard of the city of Beacon was just in front of you. You could see him perfectly well. Now you're not so sure what you could see through this shifting of the air between you and him. If you have an observation, roll it.
Ray rolled right on it.
Yes, both characters.
This thing seems to be coming closer, but very slowly, and also growing in size.
What is that?
The birds that are at the bottom of where you guys are at, on the very edge down here, take off and fly away. And they fly north, both of them. And they make it to right about there, unless somebody wants to try to do something.
Ray is just waiting.
I need a true sight.
Did she say that? Ares is not one. Ares will,
What did Lily say? Or who was it? Who said that?
Lily said to all of us through telepathy that we need a true sight spell. Right? Ares will invoke a true sight.
Out of,
The ring.
okay.
I guess she should probably come down on the deck.
So she's not looking out the window, she's gonna come down
So she can be closer. Yeah,
Okay.
does that have a... It does.
next to Gordon, or?
Yeah.
Alright, so Braid will follow you down,
Okay.
right behind you.
Should look at the distance of that one. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
You're good? Well, it'll be your vision. And you can see that far. Now, you can't make things out perfectly, but you can see that far.
Right.
And you can see enough, I can tell you this, I don't need to know that you see enough to know that those eagles are not eagles. They're shape changed dragons, and they're gold dragons. And there's 6 of them.
And what about this cloud thing and him?
When you turn and look at the cloud thing, you would see that it's growing and getting closer, and then you would also see that it's putting off some sort of energy at the edges of it as it's growing, and that it's disintegrating any particles in the air as it's coming towards you.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so she would tell
Like a wall of disintegration or something of that moves. And it came from him, from his breath. You're not sure what it is. It's going very slowly though.
How many turns is in a round?
You mean how many rounds are in a turn?
Yes. That's what I meant. I'm
10.
so sorry.
10.
10?
Yeah. You guys are free to
So
do
she
whatever.
would-
They're not like technically doing anything, right?
She would tell the party those eagles are polymorphed, shape changed gold dragons, and that wall is like a wall of disintegration, you guys.
Who did that?
Eris.
Eris did that, right, with the true sight. Yeah, Gordon will say we need to get around it before it gets to us. I say we go for him now.
Is that the Bright Lord?
If it's not, I'm sure it's on the way to him. But I believe it is.
Why would he?
That's 2 actions, so I should probably describe this or explain this. I don't want to stop the game. I'll give you a little bit of time to think, to just give them a rule, so because they don't know how we play this. Some of them haven't asked, but or some have asked. So it's as many actions as you have attacks. Those actions can be used to do anything defensive or minor, draw a weapon, drink a potion, and oftentimes a defensive nature that can be used for that kind of thing. Like Cavaliers, they can parry with their actions. They don't have to use an attack. And parry with their attacks too, but with their actions they can parry. So an action is one of those things. So there's that. Telepathy is an action. Speaking is an action, but they're not attacks. So back to where we were.
About how many feet per round is that thing moving?
Who's asking this?
Eric's?
Probably 25. And growing 25.
Does her
So far, anyway.
immunity to earth elementals and disintegration in that area of effect, does that move with her?
What is that from
Her
again?
mandolin?
It's the mandolin. Yeah, it moves with her.
It moves with her?
Yeah.
So she would tell everybody she has that.
Does it become
It makes you immune to disintegration for 6 rounds in an area of effect. It's 30 feet.
So it's all bunched up together.
Right.
Mm.
We don't want to do that.
So anything that we shoot is going to disintegrate before it goes through it.
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Maybe if we all do it together, combine our power.
I don't know how we do that. I mean, we could all try it at the same time, those of us that could do it. But Vay turns his gun to it and fires at that thing that's coming at you guys.
That's what Value is going to do.
Natural 20. It hits it and disintegrates as soon as it hits it. Gone. Didn't have any effect on it whatsoever. You see Vay just let go of the gun. It takes a while to travel to that location and hit it, but not as long as you would think. It's pretty fast. Like it, it's like an energy type weapon that comes out of this. And it makes a whining sound when it does it. It's not quiet. Over here, you see the eagles kind of flying like they're going to go behind whatever this thing is coming towards you. The ones that moved up here to begin with that were closest to you, they don't have enough movement rate to continue any farther, so that's where they're at, and then the others are going to go farther up north this way. You do see the ones in the corners over there kind of flying towards the center as well, behind whatever this is. Okay. I know, right? There's really no distinguishable threat coming directly at you besides this thing in the center,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Lily,
Yeah.
I mean, where we at? That was Era's, right?
Yeah.
What was your initiative, Era's? 4.
Four.
So 3,
Sorry.
2, 1. That'll end the round.
You want us to reroll?
No. Actually, normally I would if you move. You know, we've talked about this before. Keep the same initiative other than if you've moved. Applying the dexterity reaction adjustment for your initiative, the initiative bonus, it would be if you move. So anybody that moved that round can re-roll and add their dex or keep what they have.
Right.
Just let me know.
Ray and Eris did. I'm gonna
So-
reroll for Eris.
All right.
We keep Ray's. That's much better.
What'd you get?
10.
Okay.
Better than fucking 4. Lord.
Gotta keep these initiatives straight. Give me a moment. So Ray and Velia, what do you have?
7.
11.
Ray has an 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I broke with somebody and lost the break.
They.
Who that
They.
was? Yeah.
All right. Is Zira? I mean, not Zira. Sorry. Zira's back somewhere else. Lily has 7 too. Right.
Yes.
So Lily and Bailey both have a 7. All right. So if you move, you can add your dexterity adjustment for it. If you move during combat.
Like add it to our already.
Otherwise, you're going to keep the same initiative.
Like roll a new initiative or add our
Yeah.
dexterity?
Roll a new initiative,
Okay,
and you can add your dex adjustment to it for each round if you move. Okay. So here we go. We're starting again at the beginning, which is Gordon out of 15. He's going to try to shoot the dragon on the far right. The gold dragon, the golden eagle. He's going to try to shoot it with his bow. See him pull out his bow and pull out this arrow and just... hit. He saves. Takes damage. He'll fire again. Hit. Saves. Damage. Hit. Saves and damage. Mm. Okay. He puts 5 arrows in it. And it saves or makes magic resistance versus all the effects of the arrows when they hit him, but he takes damage and quite a bit of damage. And none of these arrows have those ghost arrows attached to them. Otherwise, this dragon would probably be dead, but it does force him into his dragon form as that happens. And you see a golden dragon right there. It's not real big, around 45 to 50 feet long.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, and really elongated, kind of more a Chinese style dragon. It's, you know,
Interesting.
not your typical type dragon.
Huh, okay.
And then Gordon will telepathy with an action to you guys. He will say, if this is King James, he knows everything about us. And if it's also, like Volk said, the Bright Lord, then the Bright Lord, the Emperor of the East, has been our presence. This whole time. We let him be king. We put him on the throne.
He knows.
He knows everything
Everything.
about us. And we're also up against Aegean, if that's the case.
Aegean city's being controlled. Oh, I can't talk.
So
Good
that's
for him.
his. So that will end 25. I mean, so not 25. 15, 14, 13. And when next is Ray and Vay. Vay
He's
just
waiting for Velia.
Vay just looks at the two of you. He walks up to you. He'll walk up to where you guys are and just look at you like, what do you want to do? This environmental thing has moved to here and has grown to this size now. On an 11.
It's gonna take over the whole ship.
It's on a 10, but yeah, it's coming right at the ship and everybody on it.
I'm stuck on this level.
It's Ray,
She's waiting for Velia.
and Vay waits for Billy. Okay, so Era's 10.
Eris would telepathy the party and be like, I wonder if that's part James because we sacrificed James's soul when we summoned Bahamut. That was the good soul that we sacrificed.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to do it too early. So, how many rounds before that thing hits us? I guess.
One more round, it'll start hitting the piercing rim. 3 more rounds, a little over, probably 4 more rounds from now, it'll hit the actual ship itself.
Okay. So,
If it continues to go at the same rate.
let me know if I see it speed up.
If it grows 25 feet on each end, which is 50 feet total, then in 2 rounds, everything in front of you will be blocked.
We will have no choice except
But to go back.
backwards.
So, we should probably get off the ship then.
Go around it, get ready to go around it like they did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's your initiative. What do, Eris? Braid is holding his initiative with you. He's been
Gotcha.
with you the whole time. So you know Gordon's holding his initiative too.
Yeah, Eris would
Or no,
say,
Gordon's
"Are we
not.
getting-"
He attacked. He
Yeah.
attacked this one.
Eris would say, are we getting off the ship before this thing hits us? What do you guys think?
Probably. Gordon will see.
How far is it from where we're at up on the deck to the ground? Could you jump down?
You could jump down to the next level, like hold the railing and jump down, and it's about 10 feet. And from there, it's about 15, so about 25 feet down. 20, 25 feet. I mean, you have wings. You still have your wings.
Oh, yeah.
What are you worried about? You could fly 240 feet.
Thank you.
This round, you could
I
go
forgot.
past the dragon that Gordon attacked and onto the other side of this, probably.
Okay.
They're moving on foot, these dragons are. None of them, they were flying when they were eagles, but this one's on foot. I'm sorry, the others are still eagle
I'll
form.
start to fly that way, but like wait for everybody else. Like just go slightly off
Okay,
and wait for everybody.
all right, so how far out?
Like that.
Okay. Still the same level as here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Braitz just comes to the edge of the ship like this and just like watches you. He puts a foot up on the railing like he's gonna jump. Gordon can't do, Gordon can move. He can move this round. He has not moved, so he'll move, he'll jump down and head that direction. So he'll come to like right here.
So when Gordon moves up there, she'll move with him.
Okay. Braid follows you. He jumps from where he's at down to the deck, or down to the ground, and just runs. Doesn't hurt him at all. All right. Nines? Or no, Vay. Yeah, Vay just hold it. You guys are still holding your initiative there. Sorry. Nines would be Gorgain. He says, okay. Yeah. Times they are changing. He goes off this side here and heads that direction.
Really?
Right towards the eagle.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And he's gonna go. Oh wait, no. Before he does that, he rips off his token and slings it towards. Actually, he just rips it off and throws it to the deck. That's it. He just rips it off, throws it to the deck, and goes that direction. So 25. And he will reach this eagle, who's still in flight. You know, basically, as Gorgain's running towards this eagle is heading to the north. It's like he's racing it, is the way it looks, and he reaches it. The eagle's only flying about 10 feet off the ground. Maybe not that high. And Gorgain starts to unload on it. Hit, 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 hit,
For real, he could
Yeah.
jump 7 times that high.
hit. And you see he's in a
Hit every time.
you see he's in a rage. Yeah, he hit every time, and he's in a rage. So, oh, poor little dragon. Yeah, he more than kills that one. He does 278 hit points to it,
Nice.
and yeah, it's dead now.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
and that's where Gorgain is. It's 8's Myra looks at Lily, like she looks back at you. She's like, "We need to get the ship back out, right?" Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. It's not what Lily was gonna do. She'll tell her, go get Gorgane's charm for me.
All right. She turns and runs past Tuffy, goes out this door and down to the deck and grabs it. So, she can't think of any way. She's trying to think of a way to blow the ship back out somehow. As she's going down the stairs, it gets down there. She turns around and she sees a weapons rack. After she grabs Gorgane's charm, she sees the weapons rack and looks at it, and she picks up something, and you see this, it's like a rifle. It's strange look. Looks like a crossbow with no top to it. She picks it up and looks at it, comes running back up the stairs. And she'll make it back up to you, and she'll hand you the trinket. The whole time, Tuffy has been standing there. He's like got this look on his face, like he's thinking really hard. He's like, the whole time. So that was Myra. Now it's Lily and Valia. Myra will hand you the trinket. Do you take it, Lily?
Yes.
Okay.
To take it with my left hand. Put it around my neck really quick.
Okay.
I still.
You start to do that, and she sees you're struggling, and she goes here. She grabs it, starts to tie it. You realize it was broke. He had just ripped it off, so she starts to tie it back onto you.
I still want to try and help them. Okay, so I'm gonna start with casting.
So let me give you an idea what you see. She just hands you this. You turn like this. She puts it on, and you look out the window in front of you, and you see whatever that thing is, and it's getting closer. It's like so. What do you? Here, I'll show you the map so you're aware where you're at. Who do you want to do first, Lily? Or do you want to break them and see?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know you have two characters, but
Lily got a 1.
Valia.
Lily got a 6.
Valia.
Race with Valia.
And so's Vay. They're both looking at you. Vay's got his sword out with his shield, and he looks at you. He's got an action left. You do too? He looks at you and then looks at her, and they both go, kink, kink, like that with their sword, like you guys used to do when you were fighting. They just walk up to you and go, kink, kink, like they're ready.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. And jump down. And
This way?
yes.
Towards Gargane?
Yes.
Okay.
And try and run that way.
All right.
You need a dex check or anything?
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a dex check for 25 feet, for sure. Vay just smiles. He's like, "You crazy son of a bitch," and he jumps.
Got it.
Oh, she critted. Ray critted on that.
All right, so you roll out of it, no problem. Vay makes his with the 4.
On that.
So as we do 33 feet terminal velocity, 33 feet or so, there is no dex check. Anything above that, though, you can make a dex check, take no damage. Normally it takes a d6 damage per 10 feet. You guys all roll out of it and just take off like fucking superheroes and start heading in this direction.
Yep.
So you're gonna go your full movement rate.
Yeah.
Okay, like towards where Gorgane
Yeah,
is?
against my better judgment.
Okay.
Since that's the way the Valia fucking went.
Hey, there's a hole. All right, so I'll show you how far your distance is not as good in full plate, right? You all are in full plate with shields. And, Valia doesn't have a shield though, does she?
No, and she doesn't have plate either. She's in leather.
Okay, so her movement will not be affected. But they're wearing magical plate. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
we're
doesn't
wearing
fit.
magical plate, so it doesn't affect
My
the
bad.
movement
I'm
rate.
just trying to restrict you as much as I can. So you can make it to Gorgain, and you actually would see he still has movement rate left, and he heads north. So he's actually not going to be at your maximum movement rate. He's going to be a little bit farther in front of you. So he's not really looking at you.
Which way does it look like he's headed? Like, is he headed for
Right
the
in the
dragon?
center at this other eagle, but he won't make it. He'll make it to right about there.
But that's where his focus is.
Yeah, he's looking in that direction. He's not looking behind you guys. So you guys just gonna go straight to this pillar, or you gonna?
Wherever Velia
Because
goes.
see, that thing grows, and if you're trying to get past where that grows, you need.
Yeah.
That's where you need to
Go
go.
as far to the wall as you can.
Right, like-
and then up.
So that'd be as far as you could go, is where this dead dragon is. Which you see a dead golden dragon laying there, choking on its own blood. It's dead. It's just, and it's got 8 rips in it all over it. It's nasty. And one of its eyes, as you come running up, it's like looks at you and then just goes, dilates and goes back in its head. So from where you're
How did your head go?
from where you're at, Velia, Ray, you see a platinum dragon standing on this dais right here. It's about 70 feet. It's not that big in comparison to some dragons that you've seen before. That's how big it is. So I know you guys have been terrified about raid damage. This creature's not big enough to do raid damage, and neither are these gold dragons. So there is that. Probably going to be doing a lot more damage on his home plane if this is him. And as you see the dragon, it sees you and Gorgain, like it's looking in your direction. The Aegean being is gone. You don't see him. When you look in that direction, you don't see him anywhere. Is there anything you want to do at the end of your movement rate? Velia?
Saving myself.
Velia, no.
So you're going to hold initiative right there. You can't move, but you're going to hold initiative. Okay. These two go the other way. She just leaps and jumps off, and so does he, and they start going towards the direction of this gold dragon, and they will reach this gold dragon. Both of them will. And you realize they're incredibly fast, the two of them together. And they're on top of it, and they're going to try to finish it off. Well, he hits it one time, and it looks like it falls asleep. It just goes to the ground. And it was from a quick draw. You just see he just ran up to it and went, hits it once, sheathes it, and then they turn and look in the same direction that you guys looked as they move closer to the outer edge here.
Damn, I still have more movement? That's crazy.
I know. I'm gonna just get rid of that real quick.
The outside of this ship is made of wood, correct?
Wood and metal.
Both.
Yeah. They're gonna move far enough that if that thing comes by again, it will not get them in it.
Did the three of us have any more movement?
You do.
Ares, Gordon, and Brave.
You do.
Yeah.
So Gordon will
Ares-
follow him.
Yeah, same. That's what I was gonna say.
Ares does the same. Are you? How high are you flying?
Not very high, like right
Okay.
off the ground where
Okay.
they are. I know I have double movement, but I don't want to get too far away from them.
Okay. Tuffy turns and looks at Lily. It's his initiative's after you, but it looks like he's got something. He goes, he just turns and looks at you. Do you do something else? Or
If it looks like he's got a really good idea, then I'm going to cast
okay.
Thorn Speed. I'm going to use the full with the rattle and the necklace.
Okay.
So one spell will bring 4 19th level. I will be at 19th level casting. It will bring 4 Thorn Steeds, which have all the capabilities from before, but now they can fly as well.
Right. At your level, it's extra planar type beings.
Yes.
Okay.
We're in heaven.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different, isn't it?
It is.
Mm. You feel yourself capture one of those dragons when the spell goes off and it starts flying this direction towards you.
Nice.
It's this one in the corner. It's this one right here in the corner, and it starts to fly. It takes flight as an eagle and then changes into a dragon and flies magically this way. Right past Gordon and all of them.
Well, as soon as I realize, I'll try to telepathy the party.
Okay, as an action, use one of your actions.
Use one of my actions, and tell them I've charmed this dragon. It's mine.
Okay. It makes it to right about there. You can see through the window as it's flying up. And it's whipping its tail and just looking at you. You realize you have complete control over this dragon. This ancient old dragon with that spell. You realize you could have got 4 of them, but they made their shit.
Ah.
You got 1 out of them. 1 out of the 4 actually comes your direction. And
That was on a 7. It's a 1-segment spell.
So in a 6, Tuffy starts casting and walking towards you. You think he's getting ready to cast on you.
Okay.
Do you do anything?
It's Tuffy.
A spell comes off and hits Raziel on your neck, and she just drops to the ground, unconscious, and hits the ground. He's like, I'm sorry, she was getting ready to sting you. You look down, your familiar's on the ground. It's just unconscious, it hasn't been hurt, and you realize you still have all the abilities except for telling her to go somewhere or see through her eyes or ears. And just for a moment, it made your head dizzy when he did it, but that was it. It was just a split second. He's like, are you okay?
What's wrong with her?
We face the King of Dragons, and he just looks at you.
Fuck. I didn't.
She'll be out for a while, he says.
It did not occur to me.
But she will wake up. Probably while we're fighting him. What do you want to do? Also, I need telepathies to everybody. I can bring the Bright Lord to my feet. He'll be right at my feet. Vay's like, what? He looks at you guys like that, like, let's go back if he can do that.
Yeah.
You can't move, you can move
What
your
about
full
the
Well,
weight.
her
Vibration
whole
wall.
thing, so Lily's whole thing with the summons was she was going to summon as much as she could and see if she could get them to push the ship back out of the thing.
Okay.
So that's what she would try to
Command the
telepathy
dragon
to
to-
the dragon, yeah.
Okay. Push the ship back. You see it just kind of go in front of it and just look at it, and it telekinesis. and then you feel the helm come back online.
Nice.
Actually, were you still touching it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel it come back online, and you have control.
Telepathy, everybody. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay.
We don't have any movement left.
Yeah, nobody has any movement left, and
It's his
turn.
initiative.
it's his initiative and theirs. Can he reach you all? No. What? He can't reach him. And he could reach you all, yep. This platinum dragon slithers very quickly to right here next to the gold dragon and this wall, and you see a gaseous cloud come out and cover this whole area where all you guys are and Gorgain is at. Let me put a marker to show you how big the area is that he covers. Make sure that it hits everybody. I think it will.
Ray still had initiative, right?
She does.
Can I use that to use my Vulcan ability out of my sword?
You could. And it does reach. So you have a couple options, actually. That would probably save everybody.
Right.
If you got behind your shield and put a person behind you, you could still do that too. But since it's a gaseous cloud, that might not work, actually. So anyway, it sprays out to here. You're going to use your Vulcan ability.
Yeah.
All right, you can't move, but you can use your Vulcan ability. It invokes and protects the three of you from whatever this cloud is that engulfs Gorgain. This cloud hits Gorgain, and you see his whole body just turn into smoke, like gaseous smoke, and just kind of drift. It still seems to be in the same form of Gorgain, but it's gas. It's like a mist of some sort. And he's just stuck there floating. And you see it, he just kind of billows into the rest of the gas that's in the room, and it just kind of takes him up a little bit. And then you see his solid form like completely disappear, and you can't tell the rest of the gas from him that he's floating in.
So Tuffy told us all to get back there, right?
No,
No, who was it?
Lily.
Lily?
You two are protected. So he does that breath weapon there.
Are you okay?
I am.
And that,
And Lily can't actually see what's going on. That completely fucked my train of thought with Lily.
that comes to that initiative, which would make this come to here. And now it's this big.
Is the ship out of there?
Yeah, it's back enough that it's not in that disintegration area, or what you believe to be a disintegration area. This golden dragon that you have control of right now, Lily, that you actually summoned, is right there.
Thank you. That's where it was.
So that can stay up for 2 rounds.
4, 3, 2. So you still have actions left, so you can move the ship if you want to. You don't have to, but you can.
Are we completely out of the...
No, your tip is still in there, and the thing's coming towards you. So
Okay, I'll go ahead and back it all the way out.
okay.
What initiative did he blow that breath weapon in?
5. 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then new initiatives again. So you back it out. You know, with the movement of the ship, I mean, you can back it out pretty far, like completely away from the complex and up in the air if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. I need to know how far you back it out. Just barely where the tip's out.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the way out, and then I will. I'm trying. She can't really remember how everybody travels,
Tuffy.
which is part of why she was doing the summoning.
Yeah, you back out, and then he's like, we can't bring him in this room. I need to go in there, he says. And he starts to cast. On a 2, he will open a dimensional fold into this room. Up by Velia, and then right here.
I'll ask him, can I continue to move the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
He goes through and it stays open, and he appears right here. 25 feet behind you guys. You can see him when he appears. You can see him.
He can see what's going on.
And he can see you because the smoke's not covering you, because your ability creates a area that's not touching you, and you're holding it back with your Vulcan ability and your sword. So that would be on a 2, then a 1.
And lift. I'm gonna lift and get ready to fly.
Oh, okay, lift up a little. All right. 10 initiatives or higher. It's 15 with Gordon. Come with me, he says, and he pulls out one of those teleportation rods and sets it down. Eras, do you come flying down?
I was close enough for him to do it.
Okay. And
I was
then,
with him.
so everybody can get within the range of it, and you can teleport.
Where does he teleport us?
Right here. On the deck of the ship, which is outside of this place right now.
She would be like, so what are we doing?
Who?
There it is. Wait, it's not her initiative. I can't. Just kidding.
Hold on, let me move these guys there. Alright.
Try to fucking
They will.
Ray will use an action to tell Tuffy that Gorgain disappeared in that smoke.
Okay. Faye will get out of it and come this way,
Okay.
next to Tuffy. As a movement
She's
on his
waiting for
initiative.
Velia.
She's waiting for Velia. Eris,
Yes. Oh.
what do you do?
10.
You're on the deck of the ship right
Yeah,
now.
I guess I'll just. She'd be like, so what are we doing? She would say.
Gordon will say, Tuffy says he can bring him to him. He can murder recall the king. I just don't know what form he's going to be in. We should prepare for a dragon to be right at our feet.
on our terms.
So what he's saying is Tuffy has cast word of recall on him before, which means he can call him to him from wherever.
And then we're on our terms, not in his citadel.
Yeah. But if we kill him here, he's dead. Somebody.
Anywhere on this plane, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in
Yeah.
his citadel.
Right.
So we're outside, right?
You are. You're right outside of the place.
I'll kind of like look around and make sure that there are no that there's nothing else that could be of, you feel me?
It's like the city is quiet. There's not anything going on. You don't hear anything.
Ooh, okay.
And you don't see any guards on this outside compound area. You don't see anything.
Okay. Ten?
Yeah, Paris will just hold.
Okay.
Just hold. And wait. Yes.
Myra holds, so it's Lily and Belia.
So we'll go with Vay and Tuffy.
Okay. You back up. And he's got a portal open. You guys go through it if you want to.
Yeah, we can.
She can keep that up for 2 rounds, and she will, just because. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
me?
No. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Okay. So 3 of you'll step back through the portal, and that'll put you upstairs where Lily and them are on the bridge. Everybody else went down on the deck below, but you appear like right here. Tuffy stays there because you told him about Gorgain. Oh, Mike goes right on top of Tuffy. Through the mist and the cloud of whatever it was that he created last round from his breath, you just see his face and body come out with his wings and look down at Tuffy.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Miss. You see him go and just try to just swipe Tuffy, and Tuffy just jumps back and it kind of dings off his armor barely, and rips part of the floor up and away from him in shards off towards where the ship is, and these little golden or little platinum pieces hit the ship on the outside of the ship. It was a massive swing. If he would have got hit, that probably would have been it, and he misses. And Tuffy just kind of goes back, and then he goes through the portal and appears where you guys are.
Where's Gorgain? That's Lily.
They will say he was turned to gas by a breath weapon.
Tuffy, can't you word to recall him?
When he comes back, he closes it. And the spell just goes.
I start lifting up.
Okay. What did you ask? I'm sorry. Can't you summon him? Or can't you?
Tuffy, can't you word a recall?
Because I can,
back
but
to us.
I can, but if he's gas, I don't know where to put him. I don't want to lose him.
What about an empty jar?
And it may not work, I don't know. Yeah, possibly. Do you have a jar? He looks around for a jar on the deck here. And okay, so you're going up
Yeah.
into the space,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
as fast as you can?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happens. No one pursues you. He casts a spell, or he evokes a word of recall, and you see a bunch of gas appear in this room that you're in. Just kind of floating there. Still seems to keep some kind of shape. And it moves around, you know. comes to like a form of him, you know, standing there next to you guys. And just, smoke is just like kind of looking in your direction. You're still going up? As you go up, you do realize that the ship did take some damage, but not much at all. It's pretty much got, I mean, it doesn't have as much maneuverability as it could because the wings aren't on it.
Is the golden dragon following us?
You don't see, did you call it?
Yes.
Then yes, it's following you.
Yeah, I wanted to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna let that
You're
go.
a lot faster than it is
Okay.
on the Spelljammer, so it'll take a little while to catch back up to you. You turn and look, and you see Raziel start to wake up next to you. She kind of looks confused and looks up at you.
Are you okay?
What happened?
I think that Bahamut possessed you.
She looks concerned when you say that.
Like, you were gonna attack me.
Gord's like, what are we doing, you guys? And Tuffy's like, well, we need to find a spot where I can bring him
And we can fight.
and we can fight him without all his minions.
Yep. Just him. On this plane.
In space?
We are no, Rahid would say to them, we're no longer in the Citadel. What if he moves it?
I don't know. What if he does? You're ways away from you. You went up into space, so you don't know. You can see the planet below you.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
like a planet,
Okay.
and
I
you're
didn't
way.
need to go up that high.
Okay, well,
so
how
I'll go
high?
back down.
Okay, how high? I'm sorry. You wouldn't have gone that high, then you wouldn't have. You just go up into the clouds?
Yeah,
Okay.
like above the clouds where
Above the clouds? Okay, so you
where I
can't.
can see everything.
Okay. So it's about 95% covered. So if you go above the clouds, you won't be able to see down and they won't be able to see you. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not sure whether the Citadel has been moved or what?
So, it was my understanding that as long as we kill him in the heavens, it doesn't have to be in his citadel.
Right?
It just
Very
has to
true.
be in the heavens. We don't need to be in his citadel, so we could bring him anywhere.
You have a word of recall on James, and if they're the same being, you can word of recall him, right, Tuffy? And he's like, yes, that's what I meant. Said we could word of recall him into something.
With a little bit of time, I could set something up.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called
Maybe.
ensnarement.
Maybe we should try that. About that moment, right in front of the ship, Bahamut appears. In space, he's about 20 feet in front of your vessel. Do not run, friends. It is inevitable. You cannot escape your destiny, he says. And it sounds like a mix of a dragon, a wise old man, and King James's voice. So, you guys are in space with him in front of you right now, and 20 feet in front of you or so roll initiative again. Keep feeling like I'm forgetting somebody.
There should be 12 of us.
I understand, but you're control of 5 of them, so there's 7, right?
We're only control of 4 of them.
Okay.
there's 12 of us all together.
Isn't that what I said?
I don't know, I spaced out.
Yeah, I got them all. Okay, I got them all. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I'm
Oh,
barely-
She misses your
so
head now. That's what it is.
It is, yeah. So the dragon that you have control of has your initiative. Okay?
Okay.
And it's in front of the or it's coming up from below the ship coming towards you, so it's not quite here yet, but
Okay.
so this round it's just coming towards you.
It's the same as the-
Actually, on its initiative, it will teleport to you.
Okay. Lily has an 11.
Okay.
Velia has a 10.
Okay.
Eris has an 11. Ray's got
Lily
a
has
4.
an 11, Velia has a 10, Eris has a what?
11.
11, and Ray.
4.
Hey, Ray has a 4.
Why does that keep happening?
I don't know,
It's
that's
because
weird.
they're related, man. Some-
Gordon, 15 again. He has a 15 again.
Wow.
Goodness.
Yeah, big decks. What the fuck would he do? Pick up the teleport rod and then disappear. He doesn't teleport, he just disappears. You don't see him.
Okay.
Eras,
Yeah.
your true sight lasted for how many rounds? Duration, please, because I think it's still active. It's only been
I shouldn't
2
have
rounds.
answered that question.
It's only been 2 rounds, so my guess is yes that it's still active. So if it's still active, you can still see him. And so I'll wait.
What level is True Sight? It's out of an item. That's why I don't know.
6th, 5th, 7th. Sorry, 7th. 7th.
Magic user, right?
Clarity.
I don't know.
See how much I know?
Right. But the thing is I know it's divination, so I know that that's why
Oh.
Lily doesn't know what it is or have it.
True seeing 5th level priest.
Fifth. Thank you.
I'll help you.
Here.
Duration.
1 round per level.
Yeah.
20.
Still active. You can see him.
Oh, he just goes invisible.
He heads this way.
Okay.
Roll an observation as he goes up the steps and through the door. When he goes
Yes.
through the door, he opens it. You guys see that door open next to you, and then you see the one behind you open, Lily,
Okay.
and close. Both of them open and close. You see him go that way, Eris. Run up there and go that way. You make your observation.
Yes.
As he runs by you, when he runs by, you see these weapon racks that have these some kind of weapons in them. They look like crossbows without the cross.
Okay.
Not sure what they are. So that's Gordon. So 15. Then it would go probably to a 12. Eris? No. 11
Eris
Eris?
is on 11.
Anybody else have higher than that? I don't think so. Myra, yes, Myra.
We both got an 11.
No. Who did?
Aries and Lily.
You guys break. Gorgain got an 11, but Gorgain is gaseous form right now. What?
I can't move. She's on top.
Oh, goodness.
So my rolling chair is leaned against her chair, so every time she moves, the chair rolls closer to her.
It's funny.
Just let him touch you.
Sorry.
We need to break.
Oh.
6. 8. Lily goes first.
Yeah, you go before Gorgain.
So I've only got one hand free?
Yeah. You're controlling the ship. He's 20 feet in front of the ship. you pretty much, there's not much you can do but control the ship.
Can I do a 1 segment casting?
Um,
Or it's actually instantaneous. It's not even a segment. It's
it's a spell though.
Yeah.
Voice somatic and material, right?
the same one that I just cast.
Which one?
Thermsteed.
So before the ship was just laying on the ground, it was laying
I
on the
do.
ground.
That's what I'm
So
asking.
you realize that you can't cast while you're connected to this helm.
Mm.
That you'll have to disconnect from the helm to cast.
Mm. And there's nobody
There,
else.
there might be an option if it's a spell that was instantaneous but didn't have any material component or something like that. You didn't have to move. Or maybe if you just had to speak, like just voice only, might work. You're not sure though. You really don't know. You never had to deal with this. So
Ever.
if you let go of the helm, you can leave it just staying right where it's at. It's not like it's going to drop or fall or anything like that. You can leave it right there.
So I can let go.
You're not sure how long. I mean, once it runs out of energy, the helm,
Mhm.
it would plummet.
Right.
But it'll plummet if it runs out of energy, even if you're touching it.
Right. But if I let go, it'll just stay here.
You can make it stay there by letting it go. Yeah.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
Cast Storm Speed.
And it's how long instantaneous?
Instantaneous. It'll summon 4 creatures. 4 speeds. And it won't let go of the one I already have.
Right.
And that was the extra if we casted the first one, so that's nice.
So you cast it and realize that nothing's in range of your spell right now. There's nothing at all that would be considered an extraplanar steed within your range right now, except for the one you already have. It doesn't seem to affect Bahamut. No portals open. Nothing like that happens yet. So,
Which has happened in the past.
which has happened in the past, yes.
Oh fuck. I should have known it would work the second time.
So,
Well, now you know.
hold on just a moment. I'm going to give this to you because the way of the nature of the spell. You feel things resist it that are in range,
Okay.
but you don't see anything. And it's there in the same rough location from you as the ones that resisted it last time.
The same creatures.
Yeah. But you don't see anything.
No, I weird. He's 20 foot in front of us.
He is.
I'm gonna fucking try to ram him.
Okay. So you say that's what you do. So you reach back down and touch the helm.
Yep.
And you're going to attempt to ram into him. So you realize now when you do that will happen. You have to claim that at the beginning of a round. So when you claim it at the end of the round, it will be at the beginning of the next round.
Mm-hmm.
So you touch the helm and prepare the helm to go top speed right into him. Like, as fast as you can go at attack speed into him. Okay.
Okay.
Zira, you get a telepathic message from Gordon. We are engaging him. We are in space, or we are in the sky above the clouds, above the palace in the second plane. Tuffy has the ability to summon him because it's King James, and Aegeon's with him. He is the Bright Lord. He is Bahamut. I was like, this waiting is for the birds. But it is what it is.
Yeah, she would tell Mel.
She tells Mal, he's like, oh, can we get there? We shouldn't.
She would ask Gordon, do you guys need us? Should we head that way?
Do you have a teleport rod?
Yeah.
You could come through one of those instead of bringing the ship.
Are you sure?
I don't know. Try it.
Okay. She'll pull hers out.
Okay.
No, come here.
Meanwhile, that was Lily. Velia.
Does Zira need to roll an initiative?
Yeah, we'll wait for next round for you. Eris, did you go
11.
next? Did you go next
I
after Lily?
did. I don't know what to do. My instinct is to just fly out there and fucking try to hit him with this blade. I don't know that that's the best idea.
Okay.
It's probably
definitely the bravest.
not. Fuck. How far away from me is he?
From you? From Eris?
Yeah.
Let's see. 100 feet.
So I can make it to him and back.
Yeah. You mean movement-wise? That kind of distance? You can go 240 feet, so yeah.
She's gonna telepathy everybody and be like, if we don't do something, I'm gonna go after him. She'll hold.
140 feet is how far away you are.
Okay. Her movement's 240.
Yeah.
So she'll telepathy everybody and say that if we don't go after him, I'm about to fly out there and go after him.
Gordon Wilson. You remember what happened to Gorgane? Anyway.
Should we get off the front? Or
so-
should we?
Let me. I did forget
Lily will
something.
tell you guys I'm in the process of trying to ram him with the ship.
Well, we shouldn't be standing out here when you do that.
Oh, that dragon that I had control of also had initiative.
Yeah, it's headed towards you at the end of this round. Next round, it will make it to you on your initiative. Okay.
Since Lily told her that she's gonna ram him with the ship, Eras will move back up and inside.
Okay. Braid will follow you.
Because I don't want to get thrown.
Nin doesn't go till 2 and Volk doesn't go till 4. So you make it back up here in this room.
Okay, cool. Well,
Myra is 10. what she would do. In this situation, she would hold her initiative and kind of guard Lily's back. So we come down to from 10 down to 4s, or no, 8. Sorry, 8. Bahamut.
Velia was on a 10,
Okay, Velia.
but I don't think there's anything that she can do. I was looking, I just didn't want to get her messed.
All right. He moves above. Right here and at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
And does a breath weapon on everybody in that cabin right there. So this comes out quickly, not slow like the wall that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a sonic vibration that he screams, this dragon screams at the vessel. And it goes out and hits the vessel and also goes through it to you guys. And you save versus breath weapon on everybody. Now remember those that have weapons and various other things. So if you save for half. If you have magic resistance, you take a quarter damage. There's no resistance to this other than that. It disintegrates 150 hit points of damage. Save for half.
Velia saved critical.
Magic resistance for a quarter.
So roll your
So-
save and your magic resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. So she saved.
Eris saved for half. Ray did not save. Can she still make? Oh, she doesn't have her sword out.
Velia made both of them. Critted on her save and then rolled an 06 under her
Wait,
magic
wait,
resistance.
wait. Is her Vulcan ability still up? It was on a 5 when we were down there. Is it still up?
Yes.
Oh, so they're good. Whoever's standing within a 5-foot radius of her is fine. Oh, she would have been dead. Holy shit. That scared the fuck out of me.
Okay. So you and Vay and Tuffy.
So Eris saved for half. What was it, 150?
Yeah, she takes 75 disintegration damage.
So what's a 4?
This whole hull and wall right here disintegrates. The glass, everything. It all disintegrates. Comes through.
What's half of 173?
Hold on. 173.
Yeah.
Why?
So I'm trying to see if I just took more than half my hit points as Eris.
75, you're fine. That's
Fine.
150. Yeah, 150.
150.
Yeah.
So what's a quarter damage? So sorry.
Let's see. It's
She
going
made
to
her
be
save and her
37.
Okay. So we'll take that.
I think. Yeah, 37.
Ray's good because of that. Force field, right? Her Vulcan ability?
Ray is. Bay is. And actually, no, you were here
I was.
next to Velia. So
So
it's
they-
Velia and Vay
they're
were
good.
saved, and you were saved. So you guys didn't take anything.
Okay.
Eris took 75.
Yeah.
Braid took 75. Yeah.
Velia made her save.
Mm.
Sorry. Which magic
would go off first.
If you take more than half your hit points, system shock is required.
So start with the highest magic resistance.
Yeah, you get only one magic resistance, your highest.
She made her save. And she made her magic resistance. Lily did.
Okay.
So that was 37 hit points.
Yeah, 37. Myra drops to the ground with one hit point. Ah! And starts screaming. She looks fucked up. She has one hit point. Tuffy takes the damage. Okay. Braid takes it, Eris takes it. Lily takes it. And that's it for him on that initiative, which is an 8. Then we go down to 4s, which is Tuffy, Vay, Ray, Volk, Ray. Tuffy has 1,
6.
Vay has 5, Volk has an 8. So Volk will go first. Oh, goodness. All right. He comes up to him and quick draws. Leaps up after him. And it dings off of him. He hits him, but it dings off of him. Doesn't do anything to him. And you notice the sword he's using is the one.
Like it's dragon tooth?
Yeah. Dings off of him a second time. Seems that the scales on this dragon are not being affected by the blade. And he strikes him a third time and the same thing happens.
It's 'cause it's their own soul.
And it doesn't seem to do any damage. And Bahamut just kind of looks down at him and shakes his head. And you hear him say, "O ye lost ones, you know not what you do. Mercy is at my heart." Other force?
Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, she's waiting for Velia. She's not gonna do anything without.
So you're standing there and the wall's been disintegrated and you can see him. He's looking, he just breathed on you guys and he's looking over at.
Well, Velia held her initiative,
Yeah.
so she can go wherever you want to go.
She's waiting on you. You're the one.
Oh, yeah, and he's close enough now to get to him.
I'm the
Yeah,
protector.
you
You're
can
the
reach him.
one.
Yeah, she will. Velia would, for
She'll
sure.
move with her.
So will they.
Eris held her initiative.
Yeah?
Can she try to full heal?
Yes.
Yes, from that
Yes.
disintegration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
From a rod?
No, from
What?
a ring.
Okay. Then that will give you all of it back. So you guys just go out the entrance and down to the next deck or down the steps or whatever? So Velia, Ray, and Vay, you're going to run down there to the deck through the opening, that hole right there. It's all been disintegrated. You run down to attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all make it. Everybody makes it to him, but when you reach him, I need a save versus dragon fear from all of you at a -10. Might not
Okay.
affect you in a huge way with those weapons and stuff, but
Ray too.
no, Ray doesn't need to save, and neither does Volk. He didn't need to save either. You're not sure why. Cavalier, yeah, Cavalier. So, yeah, Vay's fine.
Made it.
All right. So you can attack.
Okay. So I'll use quick draw for
Okay.
an extra attack.
All right. And what weapon are you using? Dragon
The
tooth?
dragon tooth.
Okay. Goodness. Roll 20.
22.
It hits him, but it bounces off his scale. Where you're at, you're able to hit him in the leg, kind of leg arm area that a wing's attached to, and it just bounces off. Doesn't have any effect, it doesn't seem like. Roll an observation. I'm gonna give it to you just normal as you're looking at this creature. Oh goodness.
Made it.
You don't see any spot on the creature's body, on Bahamut's body anywhere that would be vulnerable except for his eye. That's the only spot. And it's way up there, you know, like it's a ways away from you. You can't reach where his eyes are right now.
Okay.
I mean,
Servo would normally help with that.
yeah, she could probably help if she was able to. And that's your 4 initiative, right? That's on 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she was holding.
Yeah, Vay has a 4, Ray has a 4, and you were holding, and Volk had a 4.
Thank you.
So that's 4. You're going to continue to attack? What do you want to do? He's pretty much monologuing as you sort of swing and hit him. You know,
It's whatever.
he's like, easy now, young one. I know that you're trying with all your might to be someone important. Seems your family has always done such things. Ching! And it like kind of ricochets off of me. Good volley, he says. Nice. Vay is kind of looking like, what do we do, you know? Kind of looks over at you guys.
Belial telepathy, everybody. I think the only way to get past his scales is his eyes.
How much does Ellie weigh?
Like
Now,
130?
you don't ask a woman that question.
Right.
Well, Ares was asking.
Five
It says
foot,
a woman from another woman to another woman.
5'9", 130.
Their armor and shit, probably 160.
Yeah,
He can't. Yeah, he's already attacked, so he's just monologuing right now.
So he's close enough for me to touch.
Yeah, he is.
She's gonna touch him,
Okay.
Velia,
All right.
and invoke her Vulcan ability.
Curse.
Mhm.
He allows you to touch him, like he doesn't even really fight you doing it. and you reach up and pull from inside you this ancient magic that you used only when you were a kid, but you're doing it with purpose, attempting to curse him. And it starts to spread across his scales. And he looks down at it with shock, and you see his scales start to turn like more of a brittle looking color where you're touching him. And he pulls away with his movement rate. He flies away.
Get him, Vane!
Sorry.
His magic resistance seems to stop it, but where you touched him right here on his side, there's this different color that you see, and he turns it away from you guys and starts to fly out at a corner. Vay was holding his initiative, and so were you.
Is Ray? I'm trying to not attack because I'm trying to save all her attacks.
They
for
will
parries.
run and jump off the edge as he starts to fly away. He knows he's going out into space, or into the air right now from the envelope, but he does it and tries to swing with a called
Well,
shot.
we're not in the stars yet, right?
No, you're not, but
So there's still air.
yeah, there's still air, but once he goes out of the envelope, he will drop to the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah. 14, so 13.
What about the demon dragon I had charmed again?
He needs. You forgot about what?
Fucking the dragon I have charmed. Lily.
It's not here yet.
Okay.
You're still in that same
I keep
round.
thinking it is because of the. Sorry.
He needs 16. And he hits with an 18 on a called shot in that spot. It will hit. The blade glows a weird color, kind of a deep red, the whole blade. And there is some sort of explosion when he pushes it into it. And I need you guys to make a saving throw versus wand staffs in that area where, breath weapons in that area where you're standing.
Just Ray and
just
Delia?
make it. Yeah, just make a save, and also Volk and then Vay.
Just breath weapon.
Yeah,
Is it past a 5 initiative?
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Velia made it with a crit again.
Okay. All right, you take no damage if you make your save from this explosion.
Yes. Lily made it.
If you didn't make your save, let me know. So far, everybody's good.
Yeah, Ray didn't make it. She rolled a 2.
38 hit points.
That destroys her full plate.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Rips it off of her
And
body in
It
pieces.
will, when all the hit points are gone off her full plate, it takes her full plate from a +3 down to a +2.
Same thing happened to Vay.
So she'll lose 1 point in AC. So instead of a -9, now she's a -8. What was it? 30 what?
He screams 38. He screams, and Bahamut continues going the way he was, away from you guys. But he screams, and there's this trailing liquid that's coming out of his side. And you see Vay with the sword still in his hand, and his armor's just shredded. And he's going with the dragon, still holding on to the sword. And it takes him out of the bubble
Shit.
of where you guys are at.
How far out of how far are they?
So he moves quite a distance in that amount of time. His full movement rate, you know, it's gonna be like at about
So Eris couldn't
right here.
like grab him with a telekinesis wand or something like that.
What was her initiative?
It was 11.
And she held?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she could try to grab Vay.
She will. She don't want him to fucking fall.
He just holds on to the two-handed sword, and you realize you just did like 1.5 tons of weight, and it rips the scale down the scale a little bit, and it screams again. Ah! And then you see yank like that, and you see the sword. It has 3 glowing ruins on it. Last time you saw it, this time it only has 2. And as you pull it out, the 2 that are there, you see like a orangish reddish color seep off the blade into the wound, and you see Vay fall, and he's like, "Sin, you grab him,
Grab him.
and start pulling him."
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring him back.
He takes off. Bahamut takes off, and then you see him just disappear, screaming and roaring. Just disappears. You pull Vay in.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Set
Stop.
him on the deck.
Stop. 0.
Oh goodness.
You got the message. Do you decide to go to that location, or decide to do anything? You don't have to. It's only been about 20 minutes or so.
Gordon told her to try to teleport to him, right?
He said, "Try see if you
So
can.
she'll
Don't bring the
have-
ship."
She'll have Mal get within the radius and try it with the
Doesn't
teleport
work.
rod. Oh.
About that point, you get a message from Gordon that says, "We've wounded him. He's on the run." I figured you would want an update.
I do. I can't come to you with the teleport rod.
Of course you can't. Don't.
You told me to.
No, I didn't.
Excuse me?
I didn't tell you to.
Yes, you did.
Someone disguised as me, obviously. I didn't do it. He teleps you guys, "We should chase him. We'll find out where he's at." And Tuffy says, "Or we can bring him to us. He cannot escape."
Let's get down on the ground.
Back to his palace? That's probably where he ran to.
You should hurry before he tries to plane shift it.
You see
Or
Tuffy
people.
cast another spell. He pulls a scroll out, casts a spell, and opens a dimensional fold on the bridge here. And you can see in that room where you guys were first at, the whole wall in the front of it's gone. Like the entrance wall and everything, and it's crumbled down mostly. Pillars are crushed. You see 2 dead golden dragons. And then the doors are sealed, and there's nothing, like you can't see anything else in that room there. He just looks at you guys. You're still on the ship. When this happens, there's a flash of some sort of light, and it looks like you guys are standing on your ship, on the deck where you guys were before, looking into that room that you were looking into with him and that thing coming towards you. That's where you're at. That thing's not coming towards you, 180 feet away or whatever. That thing is like feet away from you, like maybe 10 feet away from you, and the whole front of the ship is disintegrated and it's moving towards you.
What
It's
the
like
fuck?
like you're like, "What the fuck?" And you realize the ship is inside where you first crashed it. That's where it's at.
Wait, like we went back in time?
Like something changed, like an illusion or something
So we're
changed.
back where we started.
Where you started is where you're at, and you're and in the room that you're in, all the things that you saw before have changed. That thing is still starting to disintegrate the ship, but on the other side of that, the doors are closed, and that thing's not there, and none of the other dragons are there except for the dead ones. And you're not in the sky. You're not controlling the ship. You're still standing there holding the helm, though.
Are we still wizard locked?
And you look down. No, you're not wizard locked. You look down at it, and you're like, it has no power. You realize it has no power.
It's dead.
So if it happened before the dragon pushed it. So
It's
You think about the dragon and you look over there and it's still there. The dragon's still there.
like under my control.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah. But it's not pushing the ship. So it must have been
How far
before.
is this disintegration thing away from us?
Must have been before that. And the dragon's still in your control, but it's
Sorry.
past where that disintegration thing is. So the disintegration thing is about 10 feet from the ship. It's already disintegrated part of the ship.
Erez will tell everybody get within 30 feet of me, and I can protect us from that.
Lily will grab Myra. She'll let go of the helm and grab Myra
Okay.
and go right next to Erez and pour a healing potion down her throat.
Tuffy says, through the gate, and he steps through his portal.
Yeah, step through, I guess.
Okay. Gordon goes with you. You guys come out on the other side in the middle of that room where you just were. And you look back and you see it disintegrating the ship. Like, and then after it disintegrates about 20 feet of the ship into it, it just dissipates. And you hear through the doors on the other side of the room some sort of groaning. And Gordon looks at the doors and he's like, he's in there.
Let's go, guys. Erez would say, let's go.
So, excuse me, you're not sure what happened.
Zira and Gordon were talking when that happened, right? Sorry.
You were.
Sure.
You were.
Healing potion for Myra.
Okay.
3d8 plus 3.
You turn and look at Myra and she's healed. Like,
Oh, okay. Everything changed.
no. No. If you pull a potion to give it to her, she'll tell you Tuffy healed her.
Oh, okay. Gorgain's gaseous form.
He's still standing there in gaseous form, yeah.
Erez would look at him and look at everybody and be like, maybe I should try to dispel magic on him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
She'll look at Gorgain.
Seems to shake its head, you know.
She will out of her mandolin. She'll try to dispel magic.
Blam. Roll
Step
percent
up.
dice.
Strike chord. 92.
Nothing happens.
Well, fuck.
So you're all standing in the middle of that room.
Lily will try to do it out of her. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Lily will try to dispel it out of her staff.
Okay. 17th level, right? Or are you 19?
19.
You're gonna use a rattle?
Yep.
Okay.
19th level.
Roll.
I have never rolled this.
Roll percentile dice.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what you need.
Okay.
45% chance that you
Okay.
can
So you
dispel.
roll under.
Huh?
Roll under.
Yes.
44.
Are you kidding me?
What? 44. 44.
He comes back solid again. Thank you, Lily. He kind of looks, and he's like, "Where is she?" And Gordon points at the door, and he says, "But let's all go together, big guy."
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's your trinket?" And he looks around. Lily has it. Gordon looks back at you, and nods.
It's around her neck.
It would have been disintegrated if Lily wouldn't have picked it up.
Most likely.
Mm.
That's not something we fucking need.
No. So you're gonna go to the double doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need a marching order?
No, these doors. No. No.
We can all go through them.
Yeah, it's, it's rather large. Let me get rid of these areas. When you come back, that smoke that was present there is not there any longer. So there's 2 dead dragons in there. Just give me just a moment. You guys have been hopping all around.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I forgot about Brazil.
I knew that was coming.
She climbed back up on your shoulder after all that happened, by the way. But yeah. I'm sorry that it happened to the DM. I'm sure that feels like a cheap shot, but you know. Alright, you guys are all right here. That's a lot of people, man.
It is. You'd think we'd be able to do more damage.
Gotta attack to do
Motherfucker.
Alright.
And then now I have that dragon again, right?
Yeah, you've got the dragon. It's charmed by you, and
Nice.
it's just sitting there like, you know.
I'm gonna tell it to protect us, protect me and my friends.
Okay. Some kind of marching order. I hope that works.
Sure.
So, if you want it different, just let me know. So you come to these huge doors up on this dais that goes up. So when I say huge doors, they're 25 feet tall, or 25 feet wide, and more like 35 feet tall. They're huge, or more than that, probably 45 feet tall. They're gigantic, and they're closed.
Like big enough we can't really open them by hand.
You're not sure, you'd have to walk up to it, go up there and look at it, and it does have handles on it, but they're up halfway. You know, they're up.
Eras will try to grab one of the doors when they're telling me to use this wand.
Okay. It grabs hold of it, no problem. You can open it.
Oh.
Pull it towards you, or
She was gonna be a lot more dramatic than that. She was gonna rip it off the hinges.
okay, towards you,
Like towards, but up.
up over you.
Yeah.
It does.
She had
It-
enough.
It does with its weight and that half a ton. So you marked off another
I
turn.
did.
Rip it the fuck off the hinges. The other door just stays there. It doesn't come off, doesn't move or anything. Kind of shakes a little bit. And you can see into that room from where you're at. Doors on each side here, everything made of platinum like before. These are some sort of platforms that have glowing stones on them that are blue in color, and there's 2 of them, one left, one on the right. So there's 3 doors, north, east, west, and in the northeast and northwest corners are these glowing stone platforms.
Which one's the north?
Okay.
31.
Mind you, there's still moaning coming, and it's coming from the right doors.
Okay.
You've heard tales of powerful beings in the higher planes using platforms that you could stand on and transport yourself to other locations.
Oh, okay.
Like a portal or a teleport kind of thing, but it's a standing stone that doesn't move. It's always there.
Okay.
These could be that.
Alright. Interesting.
And you know it's based on magic, gemstones, and sound. So the moaning, like I said, is coming from this direction. Do you guys want to enter this room? It's a massive room. 175 feet that way, north and south, and 300 feet long ways. That moaning you hear, I guess Vay will come up, and so will Gorgain and Nin, and then they'll start to move. Does everybody just move together?
Yeah.
Okay, you come through and come into this room, and that moaning is coming from these doors over here. And it's, you know, sounds like a rather large dog or beast of some sort moaning in pain. It resembles what Bahamut sounded like, but it's much louder in this cavern. And every once in a while you hear a female screech inside of that.
Wait.
Vay looks at you guys when you get on the side, and he hears that. He looks at you, and then he turns and looks at his blade, and he's like, "So Tiamat's gone. He's no longer in this blade. I think it's in him. This might be the time to get him. We should probably find him as quickly as possible."
Ray would say, let's go. Lily
Yeah.
can cast out of her staff and walk at the same time.
Okay.
And that was a question.
Yeah. She can.
I'm gonna
For sure.
cast out of the staff. Conjure elemental. Fire. And when I conjure the nearest flame elemental that I created. And 3 other ones. It'll be 4 if I can reach the
So you
elemental plane.
try to touch the elemental plane, and your staff does not even invoke the spell. You try it, and it doesn't even come out. You're like, it just doesn't work.
That's because where we're at.
No access to other planes here.
Okay.
Gorgain and Vay walk up and then look at Eris. They walk up to the door and look at Eris.
She'll do it again.
Okay, she rips another door off its hinges. It makes a loud noise, of course.
It's fucking weird.
Delia would be up there with Vay, or right behind Vay. Lily's gonna take up the ass end with the gold dragon and watch everybody's backs.
Right? We'll telepathy Varia and tell her I don't have my Vulcan ability anymore.
It saved our life, but
It saved our lives, but it's not going to save us from another breath weapon. I have to meditate before I can get it again.
when you come through this door, you see a massive archway over here that's like 120 feet tall, made of solid gold, and it goes up into the ceiling. And there's basically an archway for a cave entrance. This cave entrance that goes in here, you don't see any gold in it. It's just a normal cave. It's the first normal thing you've seen. That's where the moaning and groaning is coming from, is in that direction. However, you can't see the rest of this room, so you don't know. You'll have to come in and look around.
Okay.
You guys move in?
Mm-hmm.
When you get inside this place and you look over here, you see nothing but treasure. Gold, silver, platinum, copper, electrum, swords, armor, orbs, chainmail, plate mail, leather, lances, hammers, axes, helmets, shields, did I say shields? Scrolls, staves, wands, rods, crowns, all kinds of treasure as far as the eye can see filling this room from edge to edge, and it's approximately 100 and almost 200 foot long. It's 180 feet, 185 feet long by about 85 feet wide. The ceiling in it is about 80 feet tall, and the portion that's on the northern wall goes all the way up to the ceiling. And at the top of the ceiling, you can see these little archways that it looks like gold's coming out of. That goes into some other room that's to the north of that.
Okay. Whoa.
A mountain of gold. So it comes out to about, I mean, it's covering the whole floor. It covers everywhere. There's no spot where there isn't gold or something, jewels and items. But the height of it starts really, really high up here, about 80 feet or so, and cascades down to about right here. So the pathway is like here and there. Some of the gold goes into this cavern here. Some of the coins and wealth go into this cavern and kind of scatter itself in that direction a little bit, but not much. You guys just kind of stop and just, you've never seen this kind of wealth. You know, what you can see right now on the screen right now used to be how much gold the city of Beacon had in their treasury.
Oh my god.
It's a small town of gold. Size of a town. Corn would fit in here.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And you hear the moaning off in the distance. Zira,
Yes.
what are you doing?
She would have told Mal what happened. She would have been like, Mal, Gordon telepathed me and told me to teleport to them, and then he just told me that he didn't do that, that never happened, that it was somebody pretending to be him. I don't know, I'm not really sure what's going on, but he told me that they injured Bahamut and they're doing it, so I think we should just be on guard. That's really weird that happened.
Agreed.
Why would they want me to try to teleport to him if it wasn't gonna work?
Because maybe they want to know where we are.
Yeah. Maybe we should
We should leave.
Yeah, let's do it. She'll go to the
He
helm.
nods at you.
She'll go to the helm.
Okay. Take it out of port.
Yup.
Okay, the regulator grabs it as you come out, and you don't see anything odd. As you start to move out of the bay and go up a little bit, where you get to the area where you start to go up a little bit, you notice on the beach a couple abandoned man of wars, Radiant Wing man of wars, just abandoned, sitting on the beaches.
She would say something now. What the hell is that?
I think we should probably try to make it to the portal that they went to.
You think?
Yes.
The second time I talked to him, it seemed like he didn't want us to come.
Well, we're
but-
legal until we do something, right? We can just go check it out and see.
Yeah, I guess so.
You guys start heading that way. He's looking at the navigation charts, and you're both navigating. You know, that the easiest way to get there would be to go up and find these beacons that are above you and use them as a highway sort of to get to where you're going. You can stay away from the beacons, but just use them as markers.
Right.
According to the map, 'cause it's the only thing you can really mark it with.
Right.
And then he says something, he's like, it would be interesting if they had some sort of device that could show you directions in a 300, completely,
I'm sure they do.
a circle, spherical
Right.
objects,
Some
700.
way to navigate when you're out in fucking space.
Yes.
I'm sure they have something like that.
As you go up and you make it to the first beacon, it's activated. It's like going, and you look and you see no ship atop the tower, and no activity or lights or anything.
What's that the beacon to?
Mouse says that this goes to Twin Paradise.
And it's just active and open.
Yes, it seems to be. And as you go to the next one and the next one, you see that they're the same for the next two after that. They're abandoned and they're turned on.
I wonder if these people are turning against him.
You don't see any patrols either in that distance that you've gone.
What the hell?
Stop there. Back to you guys.
Oh, good God. I thought you were fucking ending it.
Huh?
She thought you were ending there. So,
Nope.
you can't.
Nope. You've got.
do that to us.
You're
You can't do
standing
that
in a
right now.
room full of more wealth and power than you've ever seen in your lives. The moaning still coming from this direction. A scream, female voice.
Lily is going to talk to everybody in the folk. A 15-foot radius of silence.
Okay.
I'm sure he's expecting us, but just in case.
From
So
the
she'll
watch.
do that out of the watch, yeah.
It'll get you three right here.
That's why she told everybody, just in case anybody's a loud ass and wants to get in it.
Okay. As soon as you put it up, you can't hear. Now you can't hear the screams or anything like that. So it's not as creepy anymore. You're like,
Right? That helps.
you guys head that way
Yes.
out of this room.
Yes.
Okay. No looking around.
No.
You come into here, and the
Come back
screaming,
to that dragon horde.
the screaming gets louder and louder and louder. From right here, where you're standing, you can see him. But him no longer looks like him. It is up against this wall right here.
Mm-hmm.
Its wings, you see its wings flap a couple times, and you see one of them's red, and it flaps more different than, it's not platinum. And then you see that there's a couple heads that have extended from his body, and one is a redheaded female that you recognize as the one of Tiamat. And she's screaming and trying to bite down on the platinum head, and it's doing no damage, but she's screaming. And then she looks up, and he's groaning and moaning. You see some kind of black ooze coming out from the area where you had done what you did with the curse, and it seems to be growing more than it was, and it covers like about 3 times, 4 times as much space as it did. And these two seem to be unaware of you, and they're fighting themselves and moving and falling, and multiple wings. It's like a creature that's a combination between Bahamut and Tiamat fighting over the same body. Before your eyes, what do you want to do?
She'll be like, look what you did.
Ray.
I didn't do that.
You did.
I did not. She touched it.
You
She
put tea
did
in
so.
it.
I teabagged him in a soft spot. That's all I did. I barely got to swing. I swung one fucking time. Come on now. This isn't my doing.
Just fucking with you more.
This is all of us. So what do? It's still screaming, flopping around over here.
Ray would flip the valley and today. You could get him now.
Billy would. She would try.
Okay, so what's she gonna do?
She goes with her. Ray goes with her.
You all just kind of go as a group then. If you're approaching, everybody will go.
Yeah.
I mean, you're approaching, right? You're not just running, going ah.
No, hell
Okay,
no.
you
If
still
she knew how to sneak, she would.
you still have your silence up, Lily.
Yeah.
You guys make it into the room here, and the creature gets really crazy with multiple heads. You see 6 heads out now, with multiple colored wings and tails coming off of it, and it's flopping around on the floor in this cave area. To your right here, this huge 120-foot entryway, just like the one you came through, is glowing like a white color. It's like a portal. It's just staying right there, just not too far from you. Looks like it's big enough for it to go through that portal. That's how large it is.
Right.
Down in this direction is a cave. That's really all you know. You can't really see down in there. So there's an exit from here. There's the entrance you came in, an exit going down to the southwest, and on the far east is that portal-like device. This thing rolls around, makes it about there, then rolls back, and then it goes over into this corner and starts hiding its heads like a hurt snake would do. And it's flopping around and it's hiding its heads, all of them underneath its wings and body, kind of curling up into a ball in the corner. And then boom, you see flame come out and hit the wall. And then ice hit the floor. And a little bit of acid hit the side of the wall. A little smoke goes up in the air. And then it just kind of becomes this tighter ball, tighter and tighter into itself. Then it slowly starts to shimmer and shake with magical energy, and you guys are watching.
Uh-oh. We need to back up. Ray was left. We might need to back up.
And then it glows for just an instant and turns into an egg. And you look at it and it's got a red streak through it with a black line, and then it's pure white with a yellow color on one side, and then a blue stripe on it. And it's just sitting in the corner, like an egg. It's massive in size.
As big as Lily?
It's the egg itself is approximately 65 feet long.
What?
Gordon's like, what the fuck is going on? What are we witnessing?
Looks like Tiamat's egg. No?
You said it has gold on it, right?
It has gold on it too, yeah.
It's got gold on it too. What?
There's some silver on it, some copper on it, as you're looking at it.
What the fuck, man?
Somebody tried telepathy Alexandria. Lily will take the silence down
Okay.
and telepathy to everybody.
It's silent. You take it down. You guys heard the screaming stop. Only thing you hear is this portal. And it's massive, Lily. When you look at it and you hear that sound, you're like, fuck, and that's one of the biggest portals you've ever seen. It's huge. It's 120 foot up, and I mean it's massively huge.
It's a dragon portal.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where that goes. Should grab this egg and get the fuck out of here before dragons start coming through that portal.
Grab it.
It's 60.
But, yeah, it's like 65 feet long and 45. He's like, grab it.
Right.
He looks at Eris. Can you pick it up at all?
Probably.
Be careful and see if you can pick it up. Maybe we could. Oh fuck! I don't know.
Take it where?
I know. On the ship? Where are we gonna
What
take
if
it?
it bursts on our ship? What if that ship back there is destroyed?
I might could take it down by about half,
Gorgan.
Oh goodness.
Gorgangos.
but actually I can't.
I didn't have breakfast this morning. Too soon? Expect the egg.
Never too soon.
I'm pretty sure I could pick it up, but where are we taking it before that? What?
Gordon's like, I don't know if you can pick that up.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Can either of you reach Alexandria?
I gave my ring this year.
I can talk to her. He says, yeah. He's like,
Conversation.
Vay starts to walk away from you guys and kind of go towards the portal. He stops right about there.
Legends and lore?
Gord kind of comes up like this. Volk says he has heard of things like this before, where two dragons disagree and somehow you dragons have greater power. He turns and looks back at the gold. He says, the gold probably knows what's going on.
The gold. Oh, the dragon. The gold dragon.
Yeah.
Lily will ask him.
He'll get to about right there and just looking at it. When he does, Vay will kind of, move up a little bit when he does. And Gorgain will move up. You ask what?
Lily will ask the gold dragon, what is this? What happened? Do you know?
They've become one. And they battle to find out who controls them. There's a form of magic for greater elder dragons. They absorb one another. Not all dragons do such things.
Say all that out loud.
So eventually one of them is going to come from this egg.
A being that is part of both of them will come from the egg. Depending on who wins. And he looks over at the egg. Gordon goes, this is not what we need to happen.
Grace would say, what did Alexandria say?
She's shocked that it was right under our nose that King James was there. She's blown away that we've made it this far with no one trying to stop us other than a few gold dragons. Bahamut himself. It's almost like she says that this is what they wanted to happen. I told her I think they wanted to be struck by the weapon. But that didn't seem to have any effect on I asked her what to do, and she says she asked for a moment. She said, "Give me a moment." I don't know what we should do with this fucking egg, man, but whatever this is that's gonna come out, I don't know. We could perhaps stop the cycle right here by destroying that egg. Maybe we've already just stopped it, and Tuffy says maybe we have already stopped it by allowing this.
Because this isn't anywhere in the prophecies. This isn't part of
It
what's
is not.
supposed to happen.
It is not.
So we've already changed it in some way.
Yes. About this point, you hear noise behind you guys, and you look up, and coming through this hallway are rows of paladins with angelic beings behind them. They start coming to this room. These angels come down this hallway and enter into the room with a rush. And as you're looking at these angels, you recognize these are the ones that ambushed you guys. It's those types of angels. The hound angels are right here in blue. And then you see some paladins. And then you see these orbs that are floating in the air by these paladins and these guys.
Disintegration.
Yeah, and then you see a priest right here in the middle of them. And then some other angelic types over here. These are type 1s, all these winged ones. And then you see over here this big type 6 that you've seen before that has that glowing thing behind it. And it's massive, 20 feet tall. And then in the center of all of them, you see what you've seen to be your first type 7 angel or angelic being. That's a horse. That shows you how big it is. And they come in ready to battle. It looks like they're ready to battle. And as they do this, this portal invokes, and in come devils and Tiamat troops and Tiamat priests and a white dragon that step through that portal. And when they step through next to the egg. And I'm going to give you guys all initiatives, but they move to block the egg. That's what they move to do as soon as they come in. And these guys are there, and you guys are kind of in the middle. You are where you are. Doesn't seem to be over. Okay. Okay. Lily, what'd you get?
10.
My Valia,
6.
Eris,
4.
Again.
Ray,
8.
All right. I think that's everybody. All right. Angel's got a 4. Tiamat Minion's got a 5. We're going to start at the top, which is Nin at a 14. She's right here, and she starts to back up. She comes back to you guys. Actually, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't leave him.
She doesn't leave him. She stays by his side and looks towards those minions who are not looking very kindly at her or him. They don't seem to be looking at Gorgain and Vey in any negative manner, though. They kind of look at them and look away, but these two they really look at. So she holds her initiative. She doesn't know what to do with that situation. Just blindly go and attack would be a bad idea. So next would be Myra at a 12. She just reaches out and holds your hand, Lily, for a second, like squeezes it, and then starts pulling out weapons. 11 would be Gorgain. He just looks at him and raises an eyebrow. Then he turns and kind of looks back at these angelic beings that are coming your way, and he'll go that way to his full movement rate between you and them. And Vey can't do shit yet, so that's Gorgain. Gordon and Lily at 10s.
Yes.
9 for Gordon.
On the break.
Yeah.
2.
He moves this way, and he fires an arrow that hits the ground right here. If that happens, yes. And smoke erupts over here in this area, and it covers a pretty large area. It gets to about from about here to about here, and now it's going to be Lily.
Lily's gonna grab Myra, or she already has Myra's hand, right?
Yes.
She's gonna take off towards Gordon and tell the dragon, or ask the dragon, can you get us all out of here?
Already teleported. Once. Yeah. I can get, yeah, anything I can carry, it says to you.
So she's not gonna run. She's actually gonna grab Myra's hand,
Okay.
and climb up on the dragon.
Okay. She'll follow you.
And then the 3 of us will go over by Gordon and telepathy everybody to get out of their way. Or
Okay.
come with us, we can get out of here.
And that's on a 10, so 9. Vey will make it to right next to you guys. Ray, 8.
Waiting for Velia.
6, Velia.
We would take off over to Uncle Gordon and Lily.
Are you gonna try to get on the dragon, or are you just gonna try to just go over there?
Just go over there. She doesn't have airborne riding.
All right. Volk holds Tuffy and Eris. Tuffy has a 2.
7.
You go first.
Move over by Gordon. Fly over there, actually.
By Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay. Braid follows you. Tuffy casts a spell and puts up a circle. Around him and Gorgain. Vey isn't quite in it. And they are in some kind of sanctuary type spell.
Ah.
And actually, you know what? He actually would have probably moved. No, he couldn't have got them both in it. He wouldn't sanctuary them. I'm going to take that back. He doesn't do that.
Okay.
My bad. And he says, come on, Gorgain. And Gorgain will come. Back where everybody else is at. So at the same time, the angels attack, and this starts coming this direction.
Are those the disintegration orbs?
They are.
Eris will put up her immunity to disintegration for 6 rounds if they're coming towards us.
You haven't used that yet?
No, I started to earlier and then I never did use it.
What's the area of effect for that?
30 or
30 feet?
that. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to use this pink one for Eris.
She'll tell everybody, get inside of this, it will protect you.
You can cast it to...
Yeah, as far as she can get it out and get as many people in it as she can.
It'll be right there.
She'd tell everybody, get inside of this, it will protect you from those disintegration orbs.
They all had enough movement to do that. So.
Except for Vey.
Except for Ray. Yeah, he's still up. He went the wrong way. And on a 4, the hounds take their full movement rate. They don't actually go their full movement rate. They save some, it looks like. This one starts vibrating over here, and a light goes and connects all of these angelic beings, including this big one, all together in some kind of,
Like they did last time.
like they did last time.
Oh, Ray would telepathy Velia and be like, Velia, you have those pearls.
We do.
If we're already dead.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Lily's dragon did not attack yet?
no, it hasn't.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You want to tell it to attack something? You're on it.
Yeah. Breath weapon? Does it have a breath weapon?
It does. It will turn and
Try and get some of those off of A.
Yeah. Aries.
oh, you're telling it to help Vay? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what the distance is here. 90 feet. Yeah. So $90 by 30 foot, so it can go yeah, it could cover. So if it moved to here, it could cover all of them. But if you don't tell it to move, it'll just get these guys here.
Yeah. Do that. Get as many as possible without getting bait.
Can Aries try to grab Bay with the disintegration, or not the disintegration, the telekinesis wand again? And pull
She
him out of
can.
the way?
She
She
can.
will. I'm sure he's gonna get
Those
tired.
fucking wands are
I
awesome.
know. I'm starting to run out of
The
charges.
DM's
on
gonna
them.
break them in a minute.
No, no.
Just kidding.
Gave them to me.
It did.
I mean, let's fill in the spell slots
Yeah.
to keep them, you know.
Yeah. I'm just
All right.
thinking.
It shoots that breath weapon out, and
I marked off a charge.
And what kind of a breath weapon is it?
it's fire. This one
Nice.
shoots out fire, really, really hot flame. Boom. Goodness. It'll reach that one over there. Goodness. Nothing made it save. It destroys a bunch of shit.
All but one of them that were on Bay.
So I gotta roll damage on those guys. But these orbs of disintegration, as soon as that flame hits it, it disappears. It doesn't, they all disappear. So they won't even make it to Bay. It's like right before it gets to Bay.
Well, if he's not gonna get disintegrated, I might not grab him.
Well, you don't
No.
know.
Right, I'll pull him. I'll pull him towards us if he doesn't resist it.
It does. His magic resistance resists it. You know, he's not. He's got it up. He's got a sword out, and it's
Gotcha.
around him, and it resists it. It seems like the flame, same thing. Like it gets close to him, but it shows that there's a barrier of some sort around him. And then this hound is going to attack him. But this hound, let me see. Shit. Yeah. That's gonna kill all those.
Dude.
They start burning in flame and die a horrible death. All the ones that were in that area of effect. Okay. He swings at Vey, and Vey his armor blocks it every time, all 3 attacks, so he's fine. Alright, these guys moved there. So these orbs are coming at you right now. Following you. These guys take their movement rate in this direction. And they're flying. And it looks like they're going to engage the Tiamat minions.
We're just in their way.
Maybe. So they make it to right about there this round. The Tiamat minions will engage right here.
Really?
And they were holding their initiative, so... Vote quick draws. He hits the first one. Then he starts to swing natural 20. Hit. Okay. He takes that one's head.
Yes.
And he wounds that one pretty bad right here. And she attacks. You see her run towards Volk, like take 2 steps, and while he's fighting and he chops one's head off, he puts his leg out and she jumps off his leg and does this twisting kick in a circle and hits all 4 of these guys.
Nice.
She does some serious damage and they all seem to be stunned and they're knocked back away from them. Actually, there's 5 of them. She hits all 5. My bad. Oh, wait, that's Commander. Yes, she hits him too. She hits all of them.
Nice.
These guys are all Tiamat soldiers, dressed in armor and like you would see in Warkeep.
Right.
Yeah. Eras would say telepathy the party and be like, I bet that those soldiers don't realize that they're under the protection of Nera.
They don't.
Okay. New round. Goes back to Nin again. She continues. Natural 20. 93. So she kicks one of them really hard in the head, and you see that his skull breaks and his eyeball flings out of his helmet, and you see blood caked on the side of his helmet, and he falls to the ground dead. 1 kick. Then she comes to this one, hits, and she swings again, hits. So she just pushes him with some immovable force. You don't see her actually touch him. She just holds her hand out, goes like that, and he just crumbles like a tin can, and the body goes flying to the south southerly direction. This way. So she killed that guy there and that guy there. 12's Myra. She's with you. She's gonna wait. Gorg. He stays there because of the disintegration thing. Actually, he pulls an axe off his waist, a throwing axe, and he tosses it at this thing coming towards you guys.
Nice.
And hits. It dinks off of it and hits the ground and slides this way, and it's still coming, but it's kind of coming lopsided. But it's still coming in your direction. He laughs. Lily.
And telepathy those two yahoos to get their butts over here. And they,
Okay.
the three that are out of the circle.
All right. You'll have to wait. She can go, but yes, she's waiting for him. You know what I mean? Vey will come on a 9, but that's after your initiative. That's all you do?
I'll hold.
Okay, Gordon starts shooting.
Oh wait, yeah. I keep forgetting my dragon has an attack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those guys up there with the breath weapon.
Gordon takes that orb out right there. You trying to shoot another breath weapon at him?
Yep. Try and get all those disintegrate orbs out of the fucking way.
He does that right there.
Yep.
Gosh, they are saving worth shit. Oh, there's a natural 20. That one's saved. Goodness. They are doing terrible in their saving throws.
Good.
He destroys all of them. The hound that's still in there seems to be okay, but he is on fire. When this one sees that it's a gold dragon, he kind of stops and starts to move away, starts to back up from Vey. And this one does too. He kind of goes around Vey like that when he sees there's a gold dragon with you guys, and they realize there's some kind of mix-up possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So they stop doing what they're doing, but they won't be able to go until 4. So, Ray,
Waiting for Velia.
Braid, just waiting for Eris, Velia 6.
Waiting for Lily.
Oh wait, on a 7, you hear a scream over here. And you see the egg just have one crack go across it.
Male or female?
And then it stops. It sounds like a combination of both. The egg doesn't crack all the way open, but it cracks. All right, 7, 6, 5, or 6 billion. Right?
Yeah. Nope. There's no dragon to kill. She's waiting for Lily.
Volk starts coming back with her. Because he can move now. Tries to come into your circle here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Tuffy. Eris. Actually, when Volk comes back, it's the Tiamat minions. My bad.
What initiative is that?
5,
What was they on?
a 9. He didn't go, did he?
I don't
No.
think so. I only remembered because he said he was going to move back to the circle.
He will.
Um,
You're all in the circle now, looks like. Yeah, no, everybody's in the circle now. Okay, so these guys are all going to just kind of protect the egg over here. This person's dead, right? Got knocked back. So
she killed him with a kick to the head.
she did. She killed him with a kick to the head. These guys will move forward.
When I do stuff when your breath fucking took care of everything I was going to do.
Nice.
Yeah. Right?
This angel goes running out of the flame this way, or this hound, and these others start putting him out right here. They seem to be leaving you alone at this current moment. Towards the end of that round, as they move closer, the other ones hold. 2-1, new initiative, Nin. She waits. Myra holds on a 12. Gorgain holds on an 11. Gordon holds on a 10. Lily.
Lily will ask Gordon, has she said anything? Should we get out of here? Should we wait?
She hasn't said anything yet.
What the hell should we do?
I don't know. Stay out of the fight?
Yeah.
So none of them seem to be engaging any of you at this current moment. They seem to be getting ready to engage one another over this egg. If you stay out of combat, you seem to be left out of combat. As you watch, they start to attack one another, and magic starts to invoke over in that area all over the place. Ice erupts from the dragon onto some of the angelic beings. And they begin to battle it out. At that point, the egg cracks again. And a ooze-like substance starts to come out of it that sends a putrid smell throughout the room. You can smell it. It does not smell right. Gordon will suggest that we get the fuck out of here. Let's go up to the north and get the fuck out of here. Let's go to that room that we were just in with the treasure and see what we can
Okay.
do. Everybody getting close.
Yeah.
He'll teleport you
Okay.
into that room where you guys were. You could still hear the fighting going on when you're in this room from back in that cavern where you just were. In a way, we've kind of killed him, Gordon says in your head. We've done something. Something's happened.
We did. And who knows what the fuck's gonna come out of that egg when it happens? What if
I don't think we should be here.
I don't either.
Eris is gonna look in that room and see. She's not gonna walk around, but just scan the room and see if she sees any instruments. Dragon's treasure hoard.
It is.
You want me to not look at all?
Roll 20.
No, not at all.
18?
No, you don't see one. You're looking around, but it could. Yeah, there's, there's so much.
Okay. That's fine.
So Lily will hop down and that you remember the big fucking sack that we used to carry for loot
Yeah,
way back in the day?
yeah.
She used it for the helm, remember?
Uh-huh.
She'll pull that out
Okay.
and start collecting every gem she can find. All the gems.
All right.
As many as she can fit into this bag.
Everybody starts collecting shit now.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you start doing that, everybody will kind of break up and start
That's what she
collecting.
would do.
start collecting
She would tell the
stuff.
party, Eris, what if you find any instruments, let me know.
So you guys start raiding the treasure trove,
Fuck yeah.
kind of
yeah.
spreading out, and then Gordon says to Eris, he says, I think you should get the ship pushed out, and you and Lily should get on the ship, get us a way out of here.
Okay. Yeah,
If
we can
Eris
take
hasn't
care
already
of
gone. Stop there, back to Eris,
that.
or Zira.
Yeah.
You make it to the beacon,
Yeah, she would see them now.
and it's abandoned. They've all been abandoned.
It's just
Everyone you've
open?
come to, and it's invoked. Yeah.
She would say that to me. It looks like it's open. Looks like it's invoked. We should have grabbed one of those abandoned ships down there. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. It looks like we can just go through. Yeah?
Maybe.
What do you think?
Just creep up on it and find out. So
She
you
will.
come into the tower, you get really close, you don't see anybody, and it's still invoked, and he tells you to go for it.
I will. Go for it.
You go impulse into it, and you come through it, and you see a city. As far as the eye can see. And sky. You're on the second plane of heaven. In the ship. What do you do?
She would telepathy She telepathy Gordon.
Yeah.
She's like, where is the Citadel? I'm on the second plane.
You came through the portal?
Yeah.
He-
All the portals are open and there's like Radiant Wing ships abandoned everywhere. There's something
Gordon starts
going
telling
on.
everybody this, and while you're doing this, he tells you how to get here. He gives you an image of where you're at.
I'll head that
He
way.
he tells you to fly over the building where the big gold structure thing is.
That we crashed the ship into.
Yeah, but he's telling you to like fly right about here
Okay. Yeah, she will.
over the building.
She will, and then she'll let him know when she gets there.
Gordon looks over at Lily and he's like, "Can you disintegrate?" You still hear battle off in the distance.
Alexandria told me not to use my orb here.
You're what?
The orb. The dragon orb.
But magic is your spell. Disintegrate. Can you use it in your spell book, or can we disintegrate? How much area can you disintegrate? Can we disintegrate the roof and let the ship come in and just start loading it up?
Let me look.
At that point, Vay's like, "Look, man, we got all we need. We got all the gold and stuff we need." And Gordon's like, "Well, I'm talking about items." Vay's like, "Just grab a few items each and let's get out of here. Whatever you see that you like, let's get out of here. We don't need to stay here any longer, Vay says.
We
This is
don't.
dangerous."
Ray hasn't moved. She's
We
standing
always-
by Value.
We always dick around too long, and that's
We
how we
do.
get in trouble.
We do. Gordon's like,
Disintegrate.
"All right,
Hold on.
everybody grab what you can carry," he says.
Lily has not stopped loading that fucking bag.
Okay. All right.
You know her.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Eris will look for magic
Myra
items.
and Gems are about the
So,
only thing that
how
are gonna
about-
distract her.
How about I do this?
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
You just can just randomly grab things and throw them in the bags,
Okay.
and we can roll random off of what's already in the treasure trove,
Alright.
and then dispense it accordingly. Or you can try to grab just specific things, whatever you want.
I tried that already. It didn't
And
work.
well, you'd have to search to find an inch. This place is massive.
Right.
This is really weird. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever had to look it up. She usually uses it out of the orb.
Then the orb's in your bag of holding, right?
It is.
Your orb's in your bag of holding too, right?
Zero?
Yeah.
Zero doesn't have a bag of holding.
Oh. Where's your orb?
That's a good question.
Bag on her hip. Okay. Instantaneous effects recording on any.
If you remember, I had brought that up
Yeah.
earlier, and then we never like got into it and talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
1 cubic yard of volume. I don't know if I'm
I don't
reading
think
this
she
right.
would have brought it.
Okay.
You feel me?
I do.
Because she knows that.
I don't think you did.
I don't think she would have brought it. As far as where she left it,
That's 1 yard, right? 1 yard cubic volume can be obliterated by the spell. So 1 cubic yard.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem right.
You won't be able to, so you're 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's not enough to really do anything, but Gordon's like, Bay's like, just forget about it, you know what I mean? Let's get out of here.
everybody moves.
Yeah, he'll start going. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody follows him, but he'll start
should
getting
all
the
go.
fuck out of here and going this way down through where you can get to the ship. When you get to the ship, you can see that it's still together. It's just the front of it that's been disintegrated, like the main
Is Zira there
piercing
yet?
ram is gone. Yeah, Zira, you would arrive.
Shoot telepathy the party, be like, I'm here.
Great. We're gonna try to get the ship out, Gordon says. Eris, can you push this ship out? Can that dragon do it?
The dragon can. He did it last time. I'll ask him to.
He never did it before, but he does it. He starts pushing it with his body and with telekinesis, and it barely starts moving, like
Eris will help him.
with the wand. 1 or 2.
2.
Okay. With 2 wands and the dragon's help, with the dragon and telekinesis, you could push it out enough that the helm would invoke again. If you think you'd have to go up on there and do it though. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you do with the dragon? Like I told you, it's not real big. It's like 45 feet long.
I'll ask him if he wants to come with us. Come with us. Come get up on the deck.
Okay. He does. He sits up on the deck. You're sure that the spell's got him, you know what I mean? Like the reason he wants to is he's controlled.
Still. Well, this will be interesting. She's never kept one of them long enough to see if it starts to wear off, like when you charm person. So
Okay.
she doesn't really know that. Trying to
Zira,
figure it out.
Yeah.
you're over it. You see radiant wing vessels coming your way. 2 of them. They're headed towards you.
You guys, there are 2 radiant wing vessels coming our way.
Let's get out of here. Lily will run and get on the helm.
Okay, so you run up there and everybody gets on board and everything, and you take control of the helm and you can back it out and start to go up. As she's doing that, you see her moving it out like it's coming out. You see off in the distance 2 more,
There are 2 more.
and you turn to go back towards the portal, and when you turn to go back towards the portal, you see 2 coming from the portal.
2 coming from the portal.
So that's
Lily,
6 total.
Yeah, Lily, so why are we taking this ship? Why?
Why don't you guys just come up here and we can get the fuck out of here? Do we need it?
2 ships is better than 1.
There's some abandoned on the beach back on the first plane that I saw. Just saying.
What if we use this ship to ram into those, and it'll give us a chance to get through the portal?
There you go. Can you guys teleport over here at the last minute?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Alright.
Let's get everybody on the Sun Chaser. except for Lily and Gordon.
So Lily will keep going up and get in line with.
So she
Zero.
comes up under you. This ship's bigger. You know, it's a lot bigger than the Sun Chaser. And she comes up, and you can tell its wings are down, and the front of it's disintegrated, and part of the wings are all marred and torn and ripped, and it doesn't look like it's in very good shape.
So we can go back through that portal the other way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go. We'll go in front, Gordon
Alright.
says, and this vessel starts to go in front of you. The ones that are coming from behind, it'll take a while to catch up, probably.
Okay.
But the ones in front, you start going right at them.
She'll be prepared, you know, to
Yeah.
kind of when they crash into it, so she doesn't run into them too.
Lily, as you're going towards them, you're looking at them. There's two of them, and you're like thinking to yourself, "Am I really gonna crash this into?" Yeah. Maybe we should just send this as a decoy or something. Anyway, Gordon pulls out a teleportation rod and sits there and waits for you. You're getting closer.
Is there some way that we can just send this thing off? Like if I get us up to top speed and just let go and teleport, it'll keep the momentum will keep the ship going. Like it could crash into anything. It's not gonna stop until it crashes into something. Does that make sense?
It
Am I
does.
making sense?
It does. So take it off to the left and we'll just teleport. Then maybe they'll both come chase us.
Okay.
You turn to the left, and one of them turns off and follows you, and one of them comes towards the ship that's in
I'll
towards the
tell
Sun
Mal
Chaser.
to unplug the regulator.
All right. He jumps up there and unplugs it. One's following you, and you and Gordon, you get it up over the city. You're over the city itself, and as you're coming across the city, you can see off in the distance some dragons and some other ships start to raise up in different locations.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Try to get it up to as fast as I can. Everybody's off but me and Gordon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
then
you
the
start
golden-
going-
The golden dragon.
Yeah, the golden dragon.
Tell him to go with the other ship.
Okay, he'll fly off and go over towards the other ship. Golden dragon comes here and lands on your ship.
What the fuck?
It's
Where on
coming
the
at
ship?
you, straight at you.
The golden dragon is?
No, the golden dragon lands on your ship, but the other ship's coming straight at you, and you see her rip off that way, and one chases her. And then you got the ones behind you as well that are coming.
The rest of the party's on the ship, right?
Yeah.
She would tell them somebody needs to get to the ballista, just in case.
Okay. So you're gonna man the ballista?
Yeah. Whoever can do it.
All right. Just a second here. So on the deck you have 2 extra right here on the sides that are, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different weapons.
Okay.
Valiave,
Yep, Billy
Yeah.
will take one in the tail.
Ray, I'll take one as well.
so will they. So there's 3 others. Tuffy will stay where he's at. He's not going. Myra won't go. Gorgain will go up and get the front one. Actually, you'll get one of the side ones, the bigger ones. And then Vulcan then will come up and get those. So you guys are armed. So as you come in, are you going to just keep going? Or are you going to slow down? Or are you going to try to go around them?
Yeah, I'll go around, I'll slow down and go around them.
Okay, so you start to slow down and then they start to slow down.
Just act normal.
And you're acting normal, just you start to slow down. They start to raise up a little bit. You see their ship kind of angle towards you, like
I'll
it
take
raises
off.
up.
Are they like about they're about to come at me?
You're not sure. You're not sure. They just kind of raise up and then it tilts towards you, like that point towards you. And you can see there are people on deck holding weapons and stuff like that. You see 8 cannons, basically, 8 energy weapons, ballistic type energy weapons on their decks.
Yeah, I'll just take the fuck off.
You just take off?
Just take off.
Roll initiative.
I don't know what else to do.
Do you guys teleport before initiative onto this ship?
Yeah, as
Okay,
soon as
Gordon
I
will
feel
invoke
like
it.
we're at a good speed where it's still going to keep going and they won't realize for a minute.
Okay.
Do I get my dex adjustment?
No.
No?
No.
10.
10?
I got 10.
Goodness. Well, you're going to go first. And since you do, you invoke it at top rate. So what's your intelligence?
25.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're...
Colin.
They got to turn around, too. You haul ass. You'll make it to the gate long before they even
Through
get
it.
close to you. Yeah. They teleport on board. You go through the portal. And you go back to the first plane of heaven. You are hauling ass, and when you come through the portal, you know, and it doesn't seem to be anything. Like you said before, it's all abandoned and everything.
Right.
You can probably remember where to get an abandoned one if you want to.
Yeah, she would. She'd be like, I can show you guys where the abandoned ones were if you want.
Want to get one of them, steal one.
Take it back.
So it'll take
So-
you a little bit to find one. Who's gonna get it? Like, who's gonna pilot it?
I think Lily's the only one that can.
Mal can.
There's a few of us. that
Mal
can,
can, but
Lily's pretty good.
yeah, Lily. You want to pilot it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you can get it. He says that Alexandra says that we have succeeded in a way, and that we can return home.
Okay. Should we just go through? Zero would say, should we just go through the normal beacon
Yeah.
back to the prime?
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys head that way. There is nothing stopping you. Nixie is with you. She's on the ship.
Ship will check over.
You guys go back through the beacon, and when you come out, you're in the northern mountains of Shill, and it comes out of nowhere. Like, you don't see any kind of portal. On this side, there's no portal or anything.
No.
It's really strange. And off in the distance, you can see Mirabilia, and you can see grass, and there's no ash anywhere. Like, you look around, there's no ash. Behind you and up a little bit on one of the mountain tops where you just came from, you see a white tower that extends up. This ivory-looking alabaster white tower that's extending up.
That's
You
our new friend.
That you recognize, and you guys pull into Mirabilia, and you make it to Mirabilia with 2 new spell jamming vessels.
Oh my god!
And you come
Almost.
down. You come down into the docks with the 2 vessels, and that is where we're going to stop for this evening. Congratulations for Into the Heaven. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if you defeated him or what exactly happened. Something weird. You're not sure. You didn't stay to find out. So it's been such a blast. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll be doing experience, and I know that you guys have got some experience coming. Some people are going to level. Also, we'll go through all of the items that will be randomly rolled from the treasure that was in it that you guys picked up. Thank you. Like, subscribe, share, all that jazz.
There's a gift inside your God's granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the known. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you perceive. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.